done filming. I'm watching back the video that I filmed, but I'm getting ready to go out and actually take pictures today. I feel like Bookstagram is like my second full-time job. Bookstagram and YouTube together equal like one full-time job for me. But my husband and I are actually going to go to a park because it's almost 70 degrees today. What is happening? I don't know why it's that warm today, but we're going to go do that, and I thought I would bring you guys along and kind of show you how I shoot everything and kind of what I do to make sure that my pictures look okay. I like taking outside pictures, so I'm really excited to take like pictures with actual nature instead of props, because I like taking pictures with props because obviously it's easy, but I prefer to actually take them outside. So I thought I would bring you guys along with us today, so come along. Alright, put everything in. Everything's in the car. Also, you like my stickers? Golden Snitch, Losers Club, that's from Skyrim. This is how you know it's my color. And then of course K-pop. I think we're off. So I didn't get to vlog any of taking photos because it may have been 70-some degrees out today, but it was also windy as fuck. So I couldn't take any photos because like every single time I would try to take one, everything would like blow away. So it was super freaking annoying. So we just ended up like walking around the park and then coming home. And then I took my usual photos here at the house instead. And they're okay. I am trying something new on my Instagram. I'm trying to just take pictures that I really enjoy because I don't know if you guys knew, but I haven't been feeling very great, and I for a minute there considered like deleting my Instagram and my YouTube channel, and I'm glad that I didn't because I tend to act very like quick on things. But I did talk to AJ, and he was telling me that, you know, maybe I should just pause and take a break from stuff. So I did, but I did film a video today, as you guys saw, and I'm uploading that right now. There wasn't a video on Friday, as you guys have noticed, when you guys finally see this vlog, because I just wanted to take some time to chill. So all I did tonight was take a bath and read a little bit of this book of The Black Prism, and I really like it. I'm still really enjoying it, and like I said, I'm still shocked that I'm enjoying it because I hated it the first time. So I'm gonna catch up on my 30-day self-care stuff, finish editing this video, and then probably go to bed. I am having kind of a crappy day. I don't know, like, for me, my anxiety, I can feel when it's coming because it feels like, in a way, like, if you ever had too much caffeine or had caffeine on like an empty stomach and you're very jittery, that's how I feel when I know a panic attack is on its way. So that's how I've been feeling the last like 2 or 3 days. I've been feeling like crap for like a month, but I've been feeling like that for the last 2 or 3 days. So I am going to just relax the rest of the night and try not to think about anything. But I will see you guys in tomorrow's update. Good morning. It is Wednesday the 21st. I am headed back to work this afternoon, so I thought I would update you guys this morning on how my reading is going. I didn't get to read any of The Black Prism last night because I brought it in the bathtub with me. I was thinking about reading it and didn't pick it up because bath time's sort of like my relaxed time, and most of the time I just like to watch videos when I take a bath. But I did start another book, but I also just realized I never updated you guys on what I thought of this book. I did finish it. I read it in a couple of days, but like I was saying in my last update that I talked about it, it's less than 300 pages. It is like 290. I actually really liked it. I liked the characters. I liked the plot twist. It had really good pacing. The only thing, oh my god, sorry, my eye is killing me. The only thing I didn't like about it is it was slightly predictable. But that's okay, I liked it anyway, even though it was slightly predictable. It wasn't 100% how I thought it was going to end or what was going on, but like the overall theme of it, like the big twist, I saw coming. So yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like about it, but I still did really enjoy it. And then last night I wanted a short book to read in between reading all of these big books that I'm reading. So I started We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I am really liking this so far. I am not that far at all into it. I am 35 pages. I'm on chapter 4. I started it last night because I just wanted something a little bit shorter to read. As much as I like really big books, sometimes I just want shorter things. you know, just to have something that I know. It's nice to have a short book that you know you'll finish in a few days. It makes you feel good. Because I'm getting a little discouraged with my reading, which is dumb, but sometimes it happens. So yeah, I just uploaded this week's video. Like I said, there will be one going up on Friday, but you guys seem to really like the video that I put up today, so that's good. I'm trying to find more creative things, but I am going to get ready for work. I probably won't check in with you guys tonight just because I work super late. I worked like 1 in the morning, I think. Maybe later than that, depending on if I close by myself. So I'm gonna get ready for work, but I'm also going to try to finish We Are Okay tonight because it is super short, and read more of The Black Prism for my buddy read. This book is so dense, like it's 700 pages. Look how large it is. It's so large. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do all that tonight, but I hope you guys had a good Wednesday or having a good Monday when you see this, but I will catch you guys later. So the time has finally come. I've mentioned this before. I think I mentioned this in my last vlog, that when I deal with depression or I'm not feeling okay or something is happening and I'm just feeling out of it and down, the thing that I do that really helps me the most is rearranging my space. Now, because I live with somebody and we, you know, we have like a bigger house and we have a bunch of stuff and I don't know, we have a lot of crap. I'm not able to obviously rearrange a lot of the things in my house, but I can obviously rearrange my office. My bookshelves are pretty much where they are is where they need to stay because there's a window right here and then my bookshelves and then there's another window right there. So I'm not really able to move my bookshelves around, but I do have like a couple of corners that I can kind of adjust, like move my desk, move my reading chair, you know, things like that. So I'm gonna move my desk to this corner right here where my chair normally sits, and then where my desk is, I'm actually going to move my chair. I'm gonna kind of switch things around because it's getting warmer and I want to be able to go outside, and I can't really open the door to my balcony with my chair, with my desk being where it is. So I'm gonna do that today. And I do have an office tour coming eventually. I'm trying to get everything set up and working and looking okay. My office has been a mess recently because I am working a ton. As you guys know, I always work a ton. But I'm gonna do that today and then probably replant my succulents because they're doing okay, but I think that the soil that they came in may have been too dense of a soil for them, because when you buy a succulent from a shop, usually the soil that they have in the succulent container, like in the little pot that they come in, is not conducive to like what a succulent should be in. I was reading that last night. So I am going to replant those, try to pull off as much of the dirt as I can from their roots and replant them in the succulent soil that I bought for them, and get some rocks and try to put that on the bottom and the top of the planters. So I need to do that today, but I'm gonna rearrange this office. I am so ready. Also, I got a book today. I'm super excited. So on Amazon, there were these like ads, not ads, but you know, Amazon was talking about the new Harry Potter illustrated editions, and they were super cheap. I think I got the first one I paid full price for. I think I paid like $30. The second one I got for like 15 bucks, and then I got this one which came today and I got it for $11 or $12. But the thing is, I ordered it in December and it just came today, so I have been waiting quite a long time. But I finally have this, so I'm gonna set them up with the rest of my books. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rearrange my office. I have a couple of projects I have to work on today. Help me. But yeah. Also, today is the day that one of my best friends created a booktube. Her name is Sam. I will insert a picture of her channel here so you guys can find her, as well as I will list her in the description of this video. I adore Sam. Sam is like a soul sister to me. Like, we have so much in common. She loves video games, she loves reading, she's like super sassy but also so kind and caring. Like, she could be my twin. Obviously we have differences, but we have a lot of things in common, and I fucking adore her. So if you guys like my content at all, or if you like me at all, you need to check it out. Her first video was her favorite books of 2017, and she seems so natural, and it's like filmed so well, and she just did so good, and I'm like, a proud mama here. Like, I mean, obviously she wanted to do booktube of her own like thoughts and feelings, but I am like so happy that she's here because we can do collabs and I can talk about her, and it's literally the highlight of my day. Like, when my best friends join booktube, like, or I like meet people on booktube, it's a really, really nice thing. So the fact that I already have an established friendship with someone that I've been friends with for forever now, like it feels like forever, the fact that she's joining booktube is like seriously so amazing to me. So you guys should definitely check her out. I can't speak enough good things about Sam. Like, I honestly can't, and like I'm so excited to do collabs and just hang out with my friends on booktube. But yeah, so I'm gonna rearrange my office. I will check in with you guys a little bit later. I have a couple of books that I finished yesterday that I want to talk to you guys about. One of them is in my car, so I'll need to go and get it. But yeah, I will check in with you guys in a little bit. So I finally reorganized. It only took me like 20 minutes maybe. The hardest part was hanging up my picture frames because I had to move those because they weren't in an appropriate spot. Also, I put my hair back so now I don't look like crap. The check-in that I did earlier, I had just woken up, so that's why I look so lovely. But I wanted to go over the books that I have read. The first one's still out in my car. I'm refusing to go outside because it's kind of cold. But that was Shutter. It was a comic. I'll put a picture up on the screen of it. It is one of the comics that my husband recommended to me. And like I said in the video, when he first recommended it to me, he's been pretty good about recommending good comics. And I absolutely loved it. I think I loved it even more. I don't want to say that I loved it that much. I was gonna say I loved it more than like Saga. I think the premise of it is really cool. It's about a girl whose dad is like a not time traveler, but he travels to like different worlds, and she lives in a New York that has like different types of aliens and stuff, and it's really cool. And then she finds out that she has siblings and they're trying to kill her because her dad has died. I don't know, it's just really cool. But if you haven't read it, I would read it. I definitely recommend it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And then I finished We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars as well. I'm hoping to do reviews on both of those tonight, as well as The Warded Man on my blog and on Goodreads, because I like them a lot. But We Are Okay was slightly hard to read because there's like anxiety rep by rep. There's like a lot of death in it. The main character was hard to connect to. What was her name? That's how hard she was to connect to. I can't even remember her freaking name. I think it's Marin. Yeah, her name was Marin. She was kind of hard to connect to. Like, she's had a lot of death in her family, so she's very like distant, but for some reason, like, when I read other stories like that, like We Are the Ants, the main character, obviously, like, his boyfriend commits suicide, but he's still a semi-relatable character. Like, you connect with him too. He wasn't like cold and awkward. Like, every time Marin would speak or anytime Marin was in a scene, it was very like blah. But I still really liked it. I thought it was a good book. I would recommend it. Like I said, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I like the story of it. It's about a girl whose grandpa dies and she kind of runs away to New York, and then her best friend comes and visits her when she's in New York and tries to convince her to move back to California, where she's originally from. But she's dealing with like the death of her grandpa and the death of her, her mom, and nothing being what it seems. And I wasn't expecting the ending of it at all. I thought it was super cute. I would say it's a contemporary, but yeah, it's a contemporary, and I really liked it. So if you haven't read it, I would definitely recommend it. And then last night I did read a bunch more of The Black Prism. I read 9 chapters of it, so I'm on page 195, and when I started I was on page 143. So I didn't read a whole lot of that. I'm gonna read more tonight because, well, if I have time between doing my projects and I don't know. Like I said, I called out of work today because we're overstaffed and there's just so much stuff that I want to get done. And, you know, I don't really want to be at work when I don't need to be there because we get paid 3 times this month, and I'm just trying to take like mental health days to recuperate. And my vacation is coming up soon, so that's really exciting. But yeah, I'm just trying to get a head start on everything, and if they don't need me there and I don't need to be there, like personally need to be there, I just wanted to take the day to get done a bunch of stuff that I have to do. But yeah, all my office is finally reorganized, and I'm gonna vacuum in here. Even though I have hardwood floors, I'm gonna vacuum in here and then mop and kind of organize a couple of things like within my desk, because I hate that my desk is currently just a crapshoot of things that I've shoved in there. And then I'm going to replant my succulents and then clean the rest of the house. And my husband has D&D tonight, so that should be fun. It's kind of nice having people in your house that are like not necessarily here for you, but they're like here, like his friends are also my friends, so it's kind of cool having everybody in the house. And I like, as much as I am a solitary person, I do also like busy houses. Like I grew up in a very busy house. I'm one of 9 children, one of 8 since my sister passed away, but growing up it was like me and my 3 sisters lived together, and then when I lived with my dad it was me and my 2 brothers, and then he had my little brother not too long ago. So yeah, I'm just used to having like a lot of people in a house, because in Alaska a lot of people live together, so it's nice having people over sometimes. I mean, as much as I like my solitude, but I don't know if anybody else is like that. I want people over for a little while, and then I'm like, okay, I've hit my limit, I need y'all to leave. But I'm gonna finish replanting my plants and sort of organizing everything, but that is my reading update. I am hoping to finish this book within the next couple of days and then start The Cruel Prince, or The Four Forges. Four Forges is that other book that my husband recommended to me. I'm also going to be starting Sleeping Beauties, I think is what it's called, by Stephen King and Owen King. I am budding reading that with my friend Stephanie, and I'm super excited, although also super nervous, because it's like, oh my god, that book is so big, although so is The Black Prism, so that should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna get to finishing everything else, but I wanted to update you guys on my reading. I'm gonna clean, and I'll probably see you guys much later this evening. So I've been doing some work since I got off with you guys earlier, and I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing, because it sort of affects you, because it's going to be how I'm going to be rating my reviews from now on. So whether I do a review on YouTube or I do a review on my blog, this is the rating system I'm going to use. I haven't been doing many reviews anymore on my blog because honestly I wasn't sure. Don't mind that. Because I honestly wasn't sure how to rate them. I tend to just read and tell everybody like how it made me feel and whether or not I just liked it, but I never really knew why I liked it or why I disliked it. And I've been kind of pulling from a bunch of other people's reviews, like how their review systems work, and I kind of came up with one pretty similar. I think it's pretty generic, but I think it'll be a good way for me to review books. So the first thing that I'm going to focus on is plot, what the overall plot was. Did I find it interesting? Has it been done before? I like really original writing, so I think that's why I don't really enjoy contemporary a whole lot. Because I tend to feel like those genres are a little bit repetitive. Like I don't like love stories and things because I feel like those are really repetitive too. But the more of those I read, the more I realize they can be very different. So I want to focus on that as the first point, is plot. Like if I found it interesting and what the overall plot was. Second is characters. How were they developed? Did I like them? Did I relate to them? Do their actions within the story make sense to who they are? That is very important to me. I've noticed more and more when I read books where I get confused or start kind of struggling with the story a little bit is if a character starts acting different to who they are. Like, as an example, I recently read Ender's Game and there was a very racist comment that Ender made, and I felt like that really took away from the story because it didn't seem like something that Ender would do. So I want to focus on if their actions make sense to the story and to who they are. Continuity, in a sense of, did the story flow well? Did it all make sense to itself? Were things explained? Was it easy to follow? Things like that. And then the next one is pacing. Did I find myself daydreaming? Did the story lag? Was it too fast and too rushed? I didn't really consider this something that I needed to focus on until G was telling me while she was reading Sleeping Giants that she found herself kind of daydreaming a little bit when she was reading it, and I was like, wow, that actually makes sense, because there's a lot of books that I have to like sit down for a day or two and then come back to. So it makes sense to include pacing as one of the points as well. And then I have the ending of the story. So what overall did I think of the ending? Did it leave on a cliffhanger? Did it feel whole? This is a very important thing to me because I feel like even in series, there needs to be some sort of wrap up to the story, and I need the wrap up to either be a cliffhanger, but in a way still wrap up the story that makes sense, in a way that makes sense. And then if there's a cliffhanger, so what? But you know what I mean? Like, series obviously have cliffhangers, but I need the story to make sense as a whole. Do you know what I mean? Like the ending of it. I don't want it to feel rushed, anything like that. And then the last one I have is world. How was the world built? Was it you know, tell more than show, because I'm a very big, like, I love world building. It's one of my favorites. So how was the world built? Did the author take the time to set the scenery? Did the characters interact appropriately to the world? Like, do their actions within the world make sense? And then I'm not sure necessarily how I'm going to break this up into stars, but I know I want to do kind of like G does, out of like a 10-point system. Like, each point that I have gets whatever out of 10, like what I rated it, and then I'll, you know, throw those all together and then average them out. I need to go over and figure out what equals, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stars, what the rating for that would be. I might actually email her or call her, text her, Instagram, something, and ask her kind of how she does it, because that's, I'm kind of using a similar system, like I said, that she uses and that my friend Sam uses as well. So, but I just needed something to, you know, base everything off of, because I feel like when it comes to my reviews, I go into them pretty blind, and I'm not a very like analytical thinker when it comes to reviewing books, but I want to be an analytical thinker when it comes to reviewing books. So this is something that I want to work on, and I wanted to let you guys know that it is something that I am working on. If you are a fan of my blog, if you read my blog at all, I know I haven't written one in quite a while, but since I am getting ARCs and I am getting, you know, like a bunch of books for reviews, I want to have like a set system for that. But I wanted to update you guys on that. For now, I'm gonna go shower and then get to writing a couple of reviews. I need to write a review for We Are Okay, and I need to write a book review for The Warden Man. So I'm gonna get to that, but I probably won't check in with you guys anymore tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow morning. So I hope you guys had a good, what is today? Thursday. I hope you guys had a good Thursday, and I'll see you guys later. So it is finally morning. I have one really crappy shift to work tonight, and then tomorrow morning, and then I'm off. I can recuperate. But since I'm up a little bit earlier than I normally am, I've been trying to sleep longer in an effort to feel better. But instead of that happening, I've just been waking up after exactly like 7.5, 8 hours. So if I sound like crap, that is why. My body just doesn't really let me sleep. But since I am up a little bit earlier, I've been trying to, when I wake up, not immediately dive into work, because what happens with me is when I get up early, or, you know, I wake up before my alarm, or even when I set my alarm hours before I need to go to work. What I always do is I will get up, I will like grab something to drink, that's like my go-to, and then I will immediately get on my computer and be working on a blog, work on editing photos, editing video, uploading video, and then I will rush to get ready for work, go to work, come home, work on stuff, go to bed. And it's a never-ending cycle. Now I kind of combat that by like watching videos when I work, because watching other booktubers, my other booktuber friends, or just like YouTube videos from people that I enjoy, like other, you know, YouTubers, not necessarily in the booktube sphere. That's what I do. But I haven't played video games in a while. I haven't just relaxed, and I mean, like last weekend I watched movies with my husband in bed, and that was so nice, and we played a lot of Star Wars Online, and I kind of noticed that my reading is only when I'm at work. And I've been trying to recently, over the last week, as you guys know, I had a really bad mental health month, so I've been trying to make reading a more enjoyable experience. Like, yes, I read at work, and that gets me through my shifts, and it makes my shift a lot more enjoyable, but I don't want that to be the only time that I'm reading, and I don't want to only be reading for, you know, like, I want it to be a sense of relaxation and enjoyment. I don't know what I was trying to say there. So what I've been doing recently is when I wake up, I've been taking, you know, 25 minutes, half hour, however long I have, and carving that time out to read and not work on stuff. Just read and relax. And that's what I'm about to do, because I work a really long shift tonight, same as it was last night, but it's towards the end of my work week, so I'm really starting to get really tired. So I'm just gonna read this morning, and I'm still reading The Black Prism. I'm on page 256 of 780 something pages in my copy. I don't know where Sam is in hers. I need to text her and ask her. But she also sent me these really cool metal bookmarks. They're little like metal arrows that you can clip, not clip, but they're really gentle. They're a lot lighter than I thought they were going to be, but you just like slide them onto the end of your page. So when you look at the side of your book, all you see is the little, it doesn't stick out or anything. It like goes over the page. So I'm going to use those. I'm really excited. It's super cool. It was really sweet of her to send it to me. It came with a note, or it was supposed to come with a note, but the Amazon, I guess, didn't put it in there, but it basically said, I'm sending you these so you stop destroying your defenseless books, because I've been highlighting and writing in my books recently. Yeah. Sid would be, my friend Sid would be very proud of me. Sam, however, was apparently not very proud of me. But yeah, I am going to read and relax, and then go to work and try to relax at work, and then come home and immediately go to bed. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I lied, I'm back. One last check-in. I forgot to tell you guys that I finished Dead Man Wonderland manga series yesterday when I was at work. My coworker, Brittany, that I work with, she had the 11, 12, and 13 of the series, and those were the only 3 that I hadn't read. I'd read up to 10. I borrowed them from the library, like 1 through 10 I borrowed from the library, but she owns all of them, and she let me, she was reading, like she read 11 and then handed it off to me, and then she read 12 and I finished 11 and she handed me, you know, handed 12 off to me, and we just like switched. But I finally finished it, and I'm very sad because I liked the ending, but I don't want it to be over. I think it's like a really cool story, and it makes me want to watch the anime, but it also makes me want to buy all the manga. Like, I have such a problem with buying manga, and I don't know why, because I can get, like, for example, this paperback was $7.99, and it's 800 pages of, like, full text. And a manga is, like, 150 pages of text and pictures, and I guess you're kind of paying for the art, but I don't own a whole lot of manga because I have trouble justifying that. It's the same, it's along the same vein of me having trouble justifying like a Kindle book because I don't physically own it and it's still really expensive. But I kind of want to buy all of them now. I really love the art in Dead Man Wonderland. I love the covers. They're all really beautiful. I really liked the characters and stuff. I haven't been doing reviews on them. It's really hard to review manga for me. But I wanted to let you guys know that I read 3 of those yesterday because obviously they're shorter and easier to read. So I did read those, but now I'm gonna go read. Now I'm gonna relax and read and then go to work. There were a few story plots in this book that I vaguely remembered but didn't remember all of and wasn't sure if I remembered correctly. So I just read one of the chapters that kind of exposes a little bit of the like secret behind the book, and I'm still blown away. I still think it's really cool. As much as I didn't like this book, I think the storyline and the magic is really cool. But like I said, I'm liking it a whole lot more now. But I do unfortunately have to get ready for work, and I'm just gonna finish reading while I'm at work. Hey guys! So Thank you so much for watching the vlog. I didn't update you guys this weekend because, once again, work was just crazy. I probably won't really update on the weekends anymore unless I've like done a ton of reading, which reminds me I have done a ton of reading. Let me grab the book that I actually finished this week. I finally got through a lot of The Black Prism. I'm on chapter 37. I don't even know how many chapters there are, like 70 or something like that. But I wanted to talk about a book that I read in one day. I read it on Saturday night and I really, really loved it. And it was actually a gift from my friend Destiny, and it is Starfish. And this book was not what I was expecting it to be. First off, the cover is really beautiful, so that's obviously, I think, like why people are drawn to it. But it is by Akemi Dawn Bowman, A-K-E-M-I Dawn Bowman. This is about a girl who wants to go to art school, and you know, she's trying to get into this art school and she's trying to get away from her mom because her mom's kind of awful and her parents have gotten a divorce. And you know, she talks about this friend that she used to have when she was a lot younger that she hasn't seen in a really long time. I was so shocked by it. I gave it 5 stars, but I was so incredibly shocked by it because it was just, trigger warning here, there is some like sexual abuse in this story, which kind of made me uncomfortable. But my friend did tell me after she sent it to me that she found out that there was some of that in there, so I went into it a little like knowing a little bit about it. This story was so much more than I thought it was going to be. Like the art aspect of it and all of the characters and the character development, and the main character, she was amazing. Her name is Kiko. I absolutely loved this story. If you guys haven't read it, you should read it. I think there's like a little less than 300 pages in it. And it was just really a fantastic read. Like, I genuinely just wanted to read the book. I didn't want to do anything else. And it's not often that I feel like that. Most of the time I can read, you know, for like 4 or 5 hours, then I need to set a book down just to take a break and do something else. But with this, I just really wanted to finish it. I wanted to know how it ended. I thought that it had a great ending. I thought the characters were well thought out. I thought the story was well thought out. I just really, really liked it. So if you guys are interested in, you know, more of a contemporary read like that, I think you guys would really, really like this. But alright, so I'm gonna go finish watching Gudetama videos. But just so you guys know, there's gonna be an announcement on Tuesday. My friend Sam and I are actually doing a sci-fi read-along for the month of March. So keep an eye out for Tuesday's video. Also, there's going to be a ton of videos going up this week. I just have a lot of energy and a lot of time to film. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic week.